Hey guys, it's Lauren here, and today I'm coming at you all to show you my wash routine for my lock extensions with curly ends. I'm super excited to show you all what this process looks like, so if you're interested in that as well, and some tips to utilize in your routine, whether you have organic locks or lock extensions, please keep watching. So here I am just showing you all what my hair looks like before it is washed. And I start off by rinsing it thoroughly in warmish water. I like to do this for an extensive period of time, maybe about 2 to 3 minutes, maybe even sometimes 5 if I'm actively showering, just to work up a lot of that dirt from the scalp and to begin thoroughly rinsing out any residue that may be on the surface of the hair before beginning to apply the shampoo. So, as you can see, I am just thoroughly, again, rinsing the hair and working up any debris that might be on the scalp before applying the shampoo. I use the Dr. Bronner's Castile soap, either in lavender or citrus. Those are my two favorite kinds. I'm going to put a little bit in my hand and work it into a lather, and then apply the lather to the scalp. I make sure to only use the palms of my hand, and sometimes the pads of my fingertips to work through the shampoo. I don't like to use my nails just to prevent pulling and breakage from the scalp area. I usually rinse my hair for another 3 to 5 minutes, 2 to 5 minutes or so, and I sometimes shampoo twice. And I always make sure to shampoo the ends of the hair separately, because I really want to make sure any oils, any hair curling products is fully stripped from the curls so that they can be nice and bouncy. So as you can see, I am once again rinsing, shampooing, and rinsing out the shampoo of my hair, of the lock extensions. So now I'm just really working in that shampoo into the lock to make sure any internal residue is being worked out and hopefully cleansed out from the inside of the lock. And I'm just rinsing it one more time before I apply my apple cider vinegar rinse. This is from Avalon Organics. I use this because I don't condition my roots, because they are still considered baby locks, even the locks that are growing in, and I want the new hairs to be encouraged to grow into the instant lock, into the lock. And so if I'm conditioning my scalp, that's gonna kind of be, it's going to go against what I want to happen. So a nice ACV rinse moisturizes my scalp and keeps it shiny without applying too much moisture. Now I'm going in on the ends of the locks and conditioning them. I try to use a pretty light conditioner just because I don't want a heavy conditioner weighing them down. I'll link the conditioner used below. And while the conditioner is in the locks, I will go ahead and comb them out to detangle them. This makes the detangling process easier and prevents shedding. And I don't comb too far up the lock because I want the lock to bud up to prevent long-term shedding as well. And yeah, just combing through nicely with the conditioner. And this is how much shedding I got from one side. Not that much. You know, this is great. The locks are definitely crocheted very compactly, so I didn't experience much shedding with these locks. And now I am rinsing out the ACV rinse and the conditioner. I usually let these things sit for about 5 to 10 minutes. And now I am finishing off the ends of the hair with the apple cider vinegar rinse, just to add some shine and to slightly strip the hair. Yeah, but to keep moisture as well. And now I am rinsing that out. Ideally, I like to do this final step with cold water. Cold water shrinks the locks, and it also clumps the curls a little bit better. It chalks the curls, and I like that because it will prevent shedding and it will make sure the curls are nice and juicy. So one final scrunch and we're done. I tie a cotton infinity scarf around my head. Hey guys, so I am back and I have allowed the ends of my lock extensions to dry for about 3 minutes in this infinity scarf. I like to use that because it's the same material as like a t-shirt, and it's big enough and comfortable, so I use that. I leave it wrapped up for about 3 minutes. I don't let the hair completely dry because you really don't want the hair to be covered for too long to prevent any sort of mildewing or anything like that, but I also want the ends of the hair to stay slightly damp. So if I don't condition in the shower, I would go in with a leave-in conditioner. I conditioned in the shower, so I'm just going to condition during the wash. I wasn't showering. I conditioned during the wash, so I will just go in with a styler. I like to only use a little bit of product on the hair because it is already like processed to be the way that it is, so it really doesn't need all of these products. Too, like if they are not like super tangled, I won't, but again, I'm letting this part bud, and you can even like maybe palm roll that if you want, just to smooth it down. I mean, it's hard to palm roll with this mousse in, but you get the gist. And like I said, allow that hair to bud. And you know, over time, you don't have to always do that. You can maybe comb through a little of it once you see that it has started to mature a little bit. But I find that allowing it to bud and lock on its own really creates a better environment for the hair to not shed. And the thing is, it'll look like it's shedding, but it's not. The hair is growing up. And I would much rather that happen than it to grow down and out and off of the lock. So don't get scared if you see it starting to thin a little. I also wanted to mention, this is how much shedded hair I had from combing through the locks just one more time. So when you see how full the hair is, when it's dry, you'll see that this amount of shedding is basically nothing. And I also make it a point to have hair backed up in case I ever in the future, hopefully far future, need to go in and thicken up some locks. But yeah, I definitely think that the shedding has come to a minimum since I have, since locks have matured and since I've allowed these mid sections of the ends to start to bud. Okay, and I use the Denman brush. I don't know if I said that. So it's like a Denman brush, but it's a comb, and it's great for the locks. All right, so what I do is I take my spray bottle, I use distilled water, and I just re-wet my roots. This water has tea tree in it, so again, my scalp really loves that. I wish I had one of those 360 spray bottles, but I'm not that fancy. Okay, so I don't do any retwisting because I interlock these, so really this is just to condition my hair. If I need to pull down flyaways, I will spray my hair, brush it, maybe use some Nairobi styling foam. And it works great, and it doesn't actually, to me, it doesn't, I haven't seen any issues with buildup, so I like to use it, and you know, it keeps these flyaways down in the meantime. So anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and let the hair air dry, and I'll come back to you all once it is all dry. You want to be sure not to do too much. Like, I kind of like to put all the locks on my back and wear a shirt that is not too cottony where the locks start, so they don't like mat up on each other. Coming back into focus. So yeah, that's what I do, and I'll come back to y'all once it's dry. Peace. Hey guys, so it's me, Lauren, again, and I'm just coming at you all to show you how my hair air dried. I think it dried very well, very nicely. As you can see, the hair is a lot more movable and light in comparison to how it was before. To me, it just looks less stiff and a little bit more revitalized. And yeah, I think it looks nice and full and fluffy. The curls are still clumped, but they're a little bit more fluffier than they were before. And yeah, this is what it looks like. So I hope you all enjoyed that tutorial, and I'll catch you in the next video.